Hello, and welcome to Doctor's Daily Dose, your trusted source for simple and authentic health advice. I'm your family physician, and today we're taking the first step into a fascinating journey through your digestive system. Ever wonder where your food goes after you eat it? Or why gut health is being called the second brain of your body? Let's explore what digestive system is and how it functions. The process of digestion is initiated by the anticipation of food, such as seeing, smelling, or even imagining a meal, which triggers the release of saliva. This process begins in your mouth. When food is mixed with saliva, chemical digestion begins. In saliva, there is an enzyme called amylase which is responsible for breaking down carbs. While mechanical digestion begins just when food is chewed, the epiglottis is a flexible flap at the end of the larynx in the throat. It works as a switch between the larynx and the esophagus, letting air into the lungs and food into the esophagus. The esophagus is a tube made of muscles that run from the throat to the stomach and is about 8 inches long. The esophagus uses a process called peristalsis, which involves moving food from the mouth to the stomach. This process looks like a sea wave going through the muscle. Then the food enters the stomach, which is a round, hollow, J-shaped organ which is located between the esophagus and the duodenum. The stomach has 3 mechanical jobs. First, the stomach has to store the food it has received in liquid. And for this to happen, the muscle in the upper stomach has to relax so that it can take in a lot of food. The inner layer of the stomach is full of wrinkles, known as rugae. These allow the stomach to stretch and make room for large meals, helping the digestive system to grasp and move food during digestion. The second job of the stomach is to mix the liquid from the food with the digestive juice it produces. The muscles of the lower stomach mix these things and break the food into small, 3-millimeter pieces. Weakness of the sphincter causes a backflux of stomach acid and heartburn. Digestive juices and enzymes break down the food that you swallowed. This helps make nutrients available for absorption later in the small intestine. The digestive juices are powerful hydrochloric acids that kill pathogens in food and gives the stomach the low pH digestive enzymes need. This acid could literally dissolve most of the other organs in your body. Luckily, your stomach contains a thick mucus lining. However, when there's too much acid in the stomach, it can eat away the inner surface of the stomach, causing an ulcer. The process of digestion takes longer for some types of food than others. Simple carbohydrates, such as an energy drink, break down the fastest. This explains why many recommend energy drinks for a quick energy boost. Proteins take longer to digest, and fats take the longest time of all. Finally, the stomach slowly empties this acidic mixture into the small intestine. This is an organ in the gastrointestinal tract where most of the final absorption of nutrients and materials from food takes place, is located between the stomach and large intestine, receives bile and pancreatic juice through the pancreatic duct to aid in digestion. The duodenum is the first part of the small intestine. It gets food that has been partly digested from the stomach and starts to absorb nutrients. The duodenum is the smallest part of the small intestine. It is about 9 to 11 inches long and roughly horseshoe-shaped. When pancreatic juice and bile are released into the duodenum, they help the body digest fats, carbohydrates, and proteins. Now that the food is in the stomach, it has a long way to go. The small intestine becomes 20 times longer as a person grows, while in a newborn, it measures a little more than 200 centimeters. In an adult, it reaches up to 6 meters. In adults, the inner walls of the small intestine show mucus folds called plicae circularis. These folds are common in the early stages of life, but they shrink over time. Digestion is very important as the body needs nutrients from food and drink to function properly and stay healthy. Nutrients include proteins, fats, carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals, and water. Your digestive system breaks down nutrients into pieces that your body can receive and use to increase energy and cellular repair. Proteins break into amino acids, fats into fatty acids, and glycerol carbohydrates into simple sugars. As peristalsis continues, the waste products of the digestive process move into the large intestine. The large intestine is named for the diameter of the cavity, not for its length. It is actually much shorter than the small intestine. Its role is to absorb any extra water from the digested material before it is finally excreted. If food passes through too quickly, too little water is absorbed, and you might have diarrhea. If it passes too slowly, your body absorbs too much water, and you may become constipated. It takes about 30 hours for food to move through the large intestine. All in all, the whole process, from the time you swallow food to the time it leaves your body as feces, takes about 2 to 4 days. Solid waste is characteristically brown and stinky. Do you know what causes its odor? If you guess that bacteria are involved, you'd be right. Microbes that reside in the large intestine make a meal of the leftovers from the small intestine. The smell associated with stool comes from the gases released by bacteria. The large intestine then empties its contents into the rectum. Its job is to let you know that there is a stool to be evacuated and to hold the stool until the evacuation happens. The anus is surrounded by sphincter muscles that are important in allowing control of stool. It lets you know whether the contents are liquid, gas, or solid. The gut-brain axis, your second brain. Did you know your gut has over 100 million neurons? It actually talks to your brain constantly. That's why stress can upset your stomach and poor digestion can impact your mood. This connection is called the gut-brain axis, and it plays a huge role in mental health, immunity, and even sleep. What happens when digestion fails? When this system is disturbed, it can lead to gas, bloating, acid reflux, constipation, diarrhea, nutritional deficiencies, and even long-term issues like IBS, ulcers, or fatty liver. But the good news is, with the right knowledge, prevention is totally possible. Why understanding your gut matters? Whether it's what you eat, how you sleep, or the stress you carry, it all reflects in your gut. That's why in this series, we'll be covering every part of your digestive system in simple terms, from natural prevention to when you should visit your doctor and the latest medical insights based on NICE and WHO guidelines. So, if you've ever struggled with stomach issues or just want to live healthier from the inside out, this series is for you. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and share this with someone who cares about their health. In the next episode, we'll explore common stomach issues and how to prevent them naturally. Until then, eat well, stay kind to your gut, and keep following Doctor's Daily Dose for your daily drip of trusted healthcare advice. I am your family physician. Stay healthy, stay informed.